What's up, people? Just chilling now, relaxing at the end of the day. I'm yawning because I'm ready to go to sleep already. Um, Weekend is upon us, the fights are upon us. Marcus Brown versus Jean Pascal. You know, the heat up, the build up to the fight was good. Let's see how the fight turns out. Pascal is wily, he is tricky, so let's see if Marcus Brown can figure him out. Make sure Marcus Brown can do it because Pascal did very well against Bivol. So we'll see. It's gonna be tricky. But let's talk a little bit about Canelo for a minute. So Canelo Alvarez. Excuse me. I just ate. Canelo Alvarez. I'm getting on like crazy. Sorry about that. Canelo Alvarez, anyway. He ain't too happy with how Goldenboy handled the situation with the IBF. Apparently, Canelo could have had a voluntary after the Jacobs fight. He had 30 days to make to talk about the voluntary. They missed that, and then Goldenboy, they bought more time. They kept on getting more time after that fight. They were supposed to appeal again and renew. Canelo was not part of the negotiations. He was sitting back, letting Goldenboy handle the stuff for him. And apparently, they ran out of time Thursday, and so Canelo got stripped of it. So Canelo's not happy about that at all. Not happy about that at all. So Canelo didn't want to really face Gennady Golovkin again a third time, mainly because he wanted to spike Gennady Golovkin. He don't like him like that. Basically, what Gennady Golovkin's talking about, you know, what happened with him with the VADA testing. Canelo got real pissed about that. And Canelo tries to be clean. It seems as though a number of people actually are clean, but they use certain things, and those things actually turn out to be dirty. It happens. Anyways, let's just go into what we want to talk about here. Man, I'm going Yeah, so Canelo, he's not happy about that situation. He is not happy about that situation. He's somewhat pissed. How you like the GGG versus Derevyanchenko? I talked about this in a number of other videos. Derevyanchenko beat GGG in the amateurs, so they finally meet up. GGG finally takes his mandatory. This was supposed to be GGG's mandatory, by the way. That turned out to be Danny Jacobs' mandatory, which turned out to be Canelo's mandatory. Now, the weird thing about it is Derevyanchenko faced Danny Jacobs last year for the IBF title. He lost it. Danny Jacobs had the IBF title. Danny Jacobs faced Canelo. Oh, God damn. Danny Jacobs faced Canelo, but before he did, Derevyanchenko beat I forgot what the guy's name is. It was a close fight. He beat him, Jack Koke. And because he beat Jack Koke, even though I think that Jack Koke actually won that fight, but nonetheless, because he beat Jack Koke, he became the mandatory again. It was Jacobs' mandatory. And then Jacobs faced Canelo. And because Jacobs was beaten by Canelo, it became Canelo's mandatory. Alright, that's how that went down. So Canelo had 30 days to apply for a voluntary. Apparently Goldenboy botched that up for him. You understand? I don't think Canelo's happy with Goldenboy for a number of reasons. First of all, I think it's Goldenboy that stopped Canelo from facing Demetrius Andrade. If it was up to Canelo, he'd have faced Demetrius Andrade. And Goldenboy decided to do all kinds of shit. They decided, oh, maybe Sergey Kovalov's a good idea. So they went after Sergey Kovalov, you know, just wasting time. Then they would have mentioned Jaime Munguia. Some real whack shit I was hearing. You know, I wouldn't be even surprised if Goldenboy was set up the Rocky Fielding fight. Canelo probably would have, if it was up to Canelo would have probably gone in on Danny Jacobs one time. You know? Anywho, Goldenboy, for the lack of whatever, Goldenboy decided Canelo wasn't facing Demetrius Andrade or something like that. Now Canelo's facing Demetrius Andrade. That's what they're doing. They're doing the negotiations to face him. And Triple G now is getting the belt. Canelo didn't want to face Triple G. Canelo had that fucking belt. Now he got stripped of that belt. Now I'm hearing people talking about how, I'm still hearing it, still hearing this shit, that he was stripped of WBC champion and he's just franchise champion. But from what I'm seeing, franchise champions can do unifications. So why is a franchise champion doing unifications and having other belts? So that means Canelo is the franchise champion. Deontay Wilder's going to be franchise champion very soon, I'm pretty sure. I do not think franchise champion means that Canelo is not the WBC champion. I just think that Canelo is up to another status, meaning he still has the WBC belt. He's not stripped of the WBC belt. I mean, a lot of people talk about Canelo stripped of the. That's bullshit. How can he be stripped of the WBC belt? How? He's franchise champion. If he's stripped of the WBC belt, that means he don't got the WBC belt again, right? But they came through. The WBC came up with this franchise champion thing. It's kind of like super champion. It honors you for all the work you've done with the WBC. So he's franchise champion. He's above just the regular champion. But strangely enough, I'm not too sure if Jamal Charlo, who did not earn that WBC belt, he just was upgraded from interim to WBC champion. You understand? He's been upgraded. If you're saying that Canelo is stripped, that's a totally different story. He's not WBC and emeritus either. Okay? Emeritus means he's away. Okay? He's not away. He's the franchise champion. That's like super champion. So Canelo can fight whoever the fuck he wants to fight. That's pretty much what they put him in a status like that. And Deontay Wilder, it's because of the body of work Canelo has done. Think about this. Canelo beat Miguel Cotto, the lineal champion, WBC champion. Then he beat Gennady Golovkin, getting the WBA and WBC belts. He got back his WBC belt, which he was stripped of. He got it back. And the WBA belt. Okay? Then, on top of that, and that WBA belt, by the way, was WBA Super Champion belt, because he's the WBA Super Champion. Then, on top of that, he got the IBF belt from Danny Jacobs. That means that motherfucker has 3 belts in the middleweight division. Okay? And Canelo has a history of winning WBC belts. He basically won the WBC and WBA titles before facing Floyd Mayweather in 2013, I think it was. And then he fought for the WB. Well, he didn't fight for the WB regular, but he did face Erislandy Lara. He didn't want the WBA regular, but he beat Erislandy Lara, which means he would have been the WBA regular champion. He went on to be the WBO champion, beating Smith. I can't remember if it was Liam Smith or whoever, and he became the WBO champion. Okay, all of this shit he did at junior middleweight. Okay, while he also was middleweight lineal champion. Then he went up and he faced Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And then after that, he went and faced Gennady Golovkin twice and won the WBC, WBA titles. Then he went across to face Danny Jacobs, who was the IBF champion, and he got that. So this body of work that Canelo has with belts, where he was the unified 154 champion, fought the regular WBA champion, was the then he won a WBO title, became the WBC champion at 160, stripped of the title, came back, got back his belts, and then went on to take on the IBF belt plus the WBA. Because of all that body of work, he's the franchise champion. Not to mention he's the face of boxing. Not to mention he's the biggest draw in boxing. Not even Manny Pacquiao is a bigger draw than him right now. That's why they honored him with franchise champion. He has not been stripped of the WBC title. He's not. What has happened is, because he was elevated to franchise champion, then Jamal Charlo, who has not fought for a WBC title, was elevated to WBC champion. This is the first time the WBC's done anything like this. Okay? So this inaccurate information people's talking about, if Canelo got stripped by the WBC, he did not get stripped by no fucking WBC. Okay? It says the rules for the franchise champion. He can unify. He represents the WBC. He can unify. He can do all kinds of shit. Okay? Canelo's the real champion because he actually fought for the WBC title twice. Miguel Cotto and then what the fuck, man? Come on. And then Gennady Golovkin, right? Just trying to remember. Not stripped of the WBC. Stop propagating bullshit. If you guys need to go to the WBC and get clarification, go ask Maurice Sullivan. He's going to tell you Canelo's not stripped of the WBC title. He's got a higher title. But he's still WBC champion. Because it says it. The franchise champion is a WBC champion. It said it. Okay? It talks about it being unified and all that. So stop talking shit. That's not true. Okay. Now he was stripped of the IBF. That is true. He was stripped of the IBF. Canelo's pissed that he was stripped of the IBF because he wanted to keep the IBF because he wanted to face Demetrius. I'm pretty sure Canelo wanted to face Demetrius, and he said it. His intention was to face. I think Goldenboy fucked Canelo over. Honestly, Canelo's gonna have to make peace with that because he's still with Goldenboy, and he's gonna have to stay with Goldenboy. But Oscar De La Hoya and his stupid ass self fucked up Canelo, and I think it's Oscar behind this shit. I don't know why Oscar takes a good thing and then he fucks it up. It's Oscar behind this shit. So when Oscar put out the statement talking about Goldenboy was disappointed with the IBF, no, you just didn't. You wasn't on your game. You wasn't on your fucking game. That's what happened. Okay, that's on you. That's Canelo trying to face Sergey Kovalev. Please, man. Canelo has his own company, by the way, but it's a smaller promotional company to Goldenboy Promotions, right? And you see his brand. He has a big CA. Okay, so Canelo has his own company, but he has to work with Goldenboy. But the problem with this is that Goldenboy fucked Canelo over. He should have had the IBF belt. He should have been facing, right? But Goldenboy with their brilliant ideas. And Canelo just let them handle his affairs. Now he's gonna have to be hands-on. You gotta be in there, bro. If you want what you want, to dictate what you want, you're gonna have them dictate what you have to dictate what they want. Well, I'm sorry, you have to dictate what you want to them. Otherwise, they're gonna fuck you over. Okay. And Goldenboy's a hell of a promotional company, but come on, man, guys, you dropped the ball twice. Canelo should have had a voluntary, and the voluntary should have been Demetrius Andrade. And then 2, y'all, there was deadlines to be had, and y'all didn't make the deadlines. That's on Goldenboy. That's not on Canelo. But still, Canelo let them have so much power. He should have got himself into the mix. So they dropped the ball on that. Well, here's the thing, though. It works out actually better because they dropped the ball. Because now Gennady Golovkin will get a belt. We will have a third fight with Gennady Golovkin and Canelo. Canelo doesn't like Gennady Golovkin. Golovkin don't like Canelo. So it will work out well. So the zone will get that fight that they want. The Golovkin versus Canelo. And if I was them, I would have those two guys fight on the same night. And since they don't like each other, great. That's great. And have them fight on the same night. Have Canelo versus Demetrius Andrade at the main event. And the co-promotional event be Gennady Golovkin versus Derevchenko. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Those are two. You can't get better fights than that. I'm telling you. On one card? Oh, hell no. I mean, you could make it really great if you could add Jamal Charlo versus Danny Jacobs on the fucking same card. That would be lit. But that ain't happening, right? But it would be lit. If you could get all 3 of the top tier, all 6 of the top tier middleweights on the same card? Shit. But it maybe can't be done. Maybe DAZN and maybe Matchroom. I mean, that would be a lit card if you could do something like that. But I would say DAZN and Matchroom would have to DAZN and Matchroom would have to really seriously talk to Al Heyman. You got to talk to Al Heyman and Showtime and see if you can't make an arrangement to get that fight together, because that is a hell of a card. If you could get all the middleweights together fighting, shit, the top tier middleweights, all of them, because that's all of them pretty much, right? Oh man, that would be a bonkers card. That would be a ridiculous card. Ridiculous. And hopefully that will help DAZN get some subscribers. I don't think so. Jamal Charlo has his deal with Showtime, and maybe it could go across to Showtime. Who knows? We're not ruling out nothing, but that would be, let me tell you, that would be a dream card. That would be a dream card, because you would have all the middleweights of the division, all the top tier middleweights of the division, all 6 of them fighting on the same night. That would be lit. That would be a lit card. Shit. I gotta subscribe to DAZN, by the way. I just remember that. Yeah, that would be a lit card. You understand what I'm saying? That would be incredible. Don't forget to smash that like button. Alright, so I'm still working on Streamlabs. I'm trying to work on Streamlabs to see if I can get my Hangouts and stuff going, and see if I can get paid through Streamlabs or through this what Tommy Temper was telling me about. So I'm working through those two to see if I can get myself lined up so you guys can pay me when I need to get paid instantaneously. All right, we're working on it. Yeah, so that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I've been watching a number of different things. There was an interview in the Philippines. Manny Pacquiao was interviewed in the Philippines. It was quite an interview. Uh, that's what Fernando Montero says. That's what the zone needs. That monster card, man. Look, just having Gennady Golovkin and Canelo on the same card the same night is just enough to get them subscriptions. They need subscriptions. They got a hell of a fights, bro. They got some great fights on the zone. And I'm subscribing to the zone. Definitely I'm subscribing to the zone. Jackson Open says Derevin Jacob going to turn into Sergey Nomaschenko when he makes GGG quit. Hey, let me just tell you though. I'm not going to lie to you. That is possible. Derevchenko could possibly beat Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin's not going to quit. He's strong, but it's very possible Derevchenko could take over. It's very possible. All right? It's very possible that Demetrius Andrade could beat Canelo. It's very possible. It's not impossible. You know, those fights are like 55-45 fights, to be honest with you. They're close fights. They're close fights. I favor GGG over Derevchenko. I favor Canelo over Andrade, but they're close fights. Just like Canelo versus Jacobs was a close fight, in my opinion, until the fight actually happened. But those are close fights, in my opinion. They're good fights, too. They're very good fights. So I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to those two fights. I just wish Danny Jacobs would face Jamal Charlo, and then we could call it a day. Because that would be the greatest thing ever. You know, series of fights like that, even if it's on Showtime, I don't care. You know, just a series of fights like that, you know, to close out the year. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, having said all that, we know what Oscar De La Hoya said about the situation. He thought that, you know, Canelo being the face of boxing and everything, that the IBF would be able to acknowledge that. Now, some people are saying it's IBF's loss because Canelo, you know, they get 3% of all the earnings from the fight, and they probably just substantially lost a lot of money just off of, you know, not courting Canelo, but from what I hear, the Goldenboy got a number of extensions. So they had their chance, they had their shot, and they blew it. And it is what it is. You know, Goldenboy was saying Derevchenko's team didn't want the fight, but the honest truth is that you guys dropped the ball. You had a deadline to make. If you need an extension, you needed to talk about getting an extension so you could have made the deadline. This is the second time Goldenboy's failed Canelo because they were trying to do negotiations with Triple G as well, and they failed to make the extensions, and so that's why Canelo was stripped of the WBC title. You know, so Canelo's not holding on belts because Goldenboy's not doing good negotiations for him. You know, come on, Goldenboy, y'all need to step up your game. You guys can do better than that. All right. So I was saying, Manny Pacquiao was interviewed in the Philippines about, you know, Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight. And Manny Pacquiao said something very interesting. He said one more fight before the Floyd fight. And then all the fans, you know, will be interested in that Floyd fight, you know. And Pacquiao was asking, what do the fans want, you know. So it looks like Pacquiao is going to take on the winner of Errol Spence and Sean Porter. I think he's going to do it. Oh, yeah. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to take on whoever wins, Sean Porter or Errol Spence, which is another thing. I listened to Helen Yee's interview with Sean Porter, and it was very interesting how Sean Porter was talking about, you know, the southpaw of Errol Spence and certain things about Errol Spence he intends to nullify and take away from Errol Spence. And I thought that was pretty interesting to hear Sean Porter talk like that. It should be an interesting fight, Sean Porter versus Errol Spence. Errol Spence was talking about he's gonna make it the easiest fight ever. Maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think anybody who has faced Sean Porter has had an easy fight. And I think that Sean Porter and his father, they devised strategies to pretty much take away your strong points, and they try to exploit your weaknesses. You know, so I would not be surprised they have a game plan for Errol Spence Jr. and they're going to execute their game plan. And if Errol Spence underestimates Sean Porter in any kind of way, just like how Keith Thurman underestimated Manny Pacquiao, he's going to get beat. Okay? The other thing is I heard that ESPN rated Errol Spence above Terrence Crawford in the welterweight division. And, you know, it's strange because ESPN is the actual company in which Terrence Crawford fights on. So you would have thought ESPN would favor Terrence Crawford, and it didn't happen. And I thought it was very interesting. You know, I thought that was very interesting. Jackson the Hopeful says, if Errol whoops Sean Porter with ease, he's the best in the business. Yeah, he'll be better than Keith Thurman at least. He would have been better than Danny Garcia. You know, he would be better. Fernando Montero, I don't think Errol beats him that easy. Porter has been improving since the Thurman fight. Porter has never been an easy fight for anyone. Andre Ward said of Sean Porter, he was the toughest fight he ever faced. Fighter he ever faced. That's Andre Ward. So I know for a fact Sean Porter is not easy to fight. I mean, Kell Brook made it look sort of easy, but it wasn't an easy fight. It looked easy, but it wasn't an easy fight. Kell Brook was taking punches from Sean Porter. You know, and Porter learned since the Kell Brook fight. So, you know, I know Sean Porter. And Sean Porter kept coming at Kell Brook. Kell Brook was hitting him with some good shots, and Sean Porter kept coming. And I think Sean Porter is a dude, you know, who will make you uncomfortable no matter what. Errol has a hell of a chin, and that's good. That's good. I'm glad he has a hell of a chin. But, you know, I'm just saying, it's not going to be an easy night for Errol like that. He could make it look easy, maybe. We'll see. But I don't think so. I think Porter brings a lot to the table that people don't think about. Afro-American Thoughts. The Kell Brook was a tough for Errol despite the stoppage. Exactly. It was a tough fight. Kell Brook was beating his ass early. He was beating his ass bad early. That's why I don't understand why Bob Arum doesn't make that Kell Brook fight with Terrence Crawford. That's the fight to make, because Kell Brook is going to test Terrence Crawford early. Kell Brook fades from round 6 to round 8. After that, Kell Brook's good again. Okay, for some reason in the middle rounds, Kell Brook fades. You know, and you got to work Kell Brook's body. You got to work his body. Because he doesn't protect, to me, he doesn't protect his body very, 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 very well. He does, rolls punches and stuff, but he doesn't really block punches. So, if you really want to beat but the thing is, does Terrence Crawford have that kind of strength and power that Errol Spence has? No, he doesn't. He's now growing into that. He's not that strong, okay? He's now growing into the division. So, I don't know if it's that Arum's trying to protect Terrence right now from Brook, because Brook is beast strong. You know, Brook is, you know, he's really a super welterweight. He's not a welterweight. You know, just like Errol's a super welterweight, and Keith and Sean is even bigger than all of them. You know, these are big dudes. All right? So I don't know if, you know, Arum want to mess with Kell Brook. That's the thing. They talk about he had 2 bad eyes. In the last 2 fights, nothing happened to his eyes. So I don't hear that shit. And I don't think Terrence can do much to really affect Kell Brook's eyes. You know, the thing about Kell Brook, he doesn't really go to the body. He headhunts a lot. He's very accurate with his punches. He has great timing, great foot positioning, a very classy fighter. But he does tire out by rounds, from round 6 to 8, he tires out. Every time, every single fight, without fail. He tires out. You know, and that's where, you know, he has to somehow psychologically or otherwise get past that. But if he can function for all 12 rounds, I mean, Terrence Crawford ain't got a chance against Kell Brook. I don't think so. If he could go all 12 rounds, if Kell Brook can go all 12 rounds with the energy he has, you know, that he starts off with, I don't think Terrence Crawford beats him. But because he tires, I give Terrence Crawford all the chances in the world. Capitalize on that. Smash that like button, please, people. Anyway, you guys be talking up a storm with me, and I'm ready to drop down and sleep. You would be surprised. It's 9:38 right now. I'm ready to go to sleep, but I'm going to stay up a little bit longer. Afro American Thought says Kell Brook is a big. Yep, he is. He's a big, strong 47 pounder. Yeah, he's very, very strong and he's solid. You hit Kell Brook, you hurt your hand. He's solid. I think Errol has enough power to drop Porter. I'm not questioning Errol's power. I'm not questioning his power. My thing is, Porter's bigger than Errol. Porter came down from 200 pounds. He was a footballer. 200-pound footballer. That's where Errol comes down from. That's where Sean Porter comes down from. Right? That's why Sean Porter could take the shots that Keith Thurman hit him. And Keith Thurman hits harder than Errol. But Errol's more consistent and will break you down. So Errol's going to go to Porter's body, no doubt about it. And he's going to be the guy more accurate puncher, just like Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia hits Errol. Let me tell you, Errol doesn't hit as hard as Danny Garcia, and he doesn't hit as hard as Keith Thurman. I'm telling you that for a fact. But he's a better boxer on the inside. So he targets the body, and he relentlessly does a body attack. And that's where Errol really shines, his body attack. Okay? And that's how he breaks you down and gets you out of there. He's not really a one-punch knockout artist. But he's very, very strong. I think he's stronger than Keith Thurman. I don't think he's stronger than Danny, but he's stronger than Keith Thurman. Danny's very strong as well. Not only is he a hard puncher, he's strong. But Errol versus Danny would be a hell of a fight, because I know Errol's not getting Danny out of there. You know, Danny is strong. Danny's strong. I'm going to tell you that. Keith Thurman hit him flush on the chin. You know, he rolled it a little bit, but he hit him flush on the chin. That guy was out on his feet, and he got back up, and he was fighting. Danny's strong. He's stronger than all them guys. You know, I'm telling you right now, Danny's beast strong. Errol's jab can be flat. He gets hit too. Yeah, Errol gets hit, but Errol, he's gotten better, or at least he showed us more. Against Mikey Garcia, I was very impressed. You know, his head was still along the center line when he's attacking, and he can get countered with check hooks and stuff. I was very impressed with his movement, his body movement, his head movement, the way he blocked punches, stuff like that. Coming off of angles, not really getting hit by Mikey so much. Boxing him, really boxing him, using that jab and pivots. It's beautiful. And still is beautiful inside body work as well, even though Mikey was blocking up almost everything. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah. So Danny Garcia, man, he a bad boy, man. He's strong. Danny is a very strong fighter. You know, and especially with that health and conditioning coach he had, the way how he destroyed and dismantled Adrian Granados, he's scary now. He's scary now. That Danny Garcia I saw, he's very strong now. I think he's stronger than Errol. I think he's stronger than almost every welterweight in that welterweight division, including Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is probably, let's see. I think he's stronger than Keith Thurman right now, but I don't think he's the strongest guy. I think he's the second weakest guy. I think Keith is the weakest right now. I think Keith is the weakest, and then I think Terrence is stronger than Keith. And then you got the beast, strong Errol. Then you got Sean Porter, who's beast strong. You got Ugas too. Ugas is a very strong guy. You can see that Ugas is incredibly strong. I think he's stronger than Porter right now. And then you got Danny. I think Danny's the strongest. Yeah, strange, eh? Because Danny came up from junior welterweight, but Danny's strong now. He real strong, you know, and he's a hard puncher. And don't forget to smash that like button, peoples. Oh man, I spent 29 minutes, almost half an hour with you guys. I'm gonna be getting out of here in a minute. Arrows jab. Okay, Jackson Open says Tyson Fury is facing the local Walgreens clerk on September 14th. He's facing a dud. I thought he was supposed to be facing Charles Martin, man. What the hell is this? Another dud. Bob Arum. Thank you, Bob Arum. I'm probably from Top Rank, huh? Charles Martin was a much better pick than some clown from wherever. Afro-American Thoughts. I think the welterweight division will come down to Bud and Spence. I hope not. Fury is facing some dude named Otto. Another shit fight. Now that's a shit fight. Charles Martin wasn't a shit fight, but that is a shit fight. Otto. Who the fuck is Otto? I don't even Even what's the guy named Brian, something Brian, Trevor Brian or whatever his name was, is a better fight than some auto dude who we don't know. Man, get the fuck, man, fuck Fury. I don't even hear about it. He a jackass. Yeah. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So let me see. We got some views. Don't forget to smash the like button, peoples. Jackson the Hopeful says AJ should ditch the Ruiz fight and take the Charles Martin rematch. Why? He got nothing to offer Charles Martin. Charles Martin looking for a title shot. Oh man. Tyson tune up Fury, shaking my head. Beef being boss. Hey man, beef and boss, are you a lady? Or you a guy? Anyways, doesn't matter. Jackson Hopeful just playing. Jesus Christ. He got me right there. Y'all got me. Oh gosh, I just want to sleep right now. Yeah, y'all got me on that one. I'll be honest with you though. Fucking Fury is really pissing people off, man. What the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is Bob doing? Giving him some lame ass opponent. Nobody give a fuck about that. Charles Martin's a better opponent, obviously, than that shit fight they talking about. Or Trevor Bryan. At least Charles Martin was a former titleist. Was a former titleist. You know? Hey! Whatever they want to do. I don't give a fuck about Fury then. Fury doing shit. Martin turned the fight down, apparently. Really? Charles Martin would turn down a fight like that? Why? That don't make no sense. Fury gonna fight a shit fight. I'm not interested in no shit fight. I ain't watching that shit. I don't give a fuck. I've seen one too many shit fights from Fury, so I'm good. Watch that scrub named Otto fight, and he looks ordinary. I ain't even bothering to watch that jackass. Fury need to fight somebody who's a top 10 guy, top 15 guy, or a top 20 guy, and somebody we know. You got the Gerald Miller fight. If you can't make that shit happen, and you can't make Charles Martin happen, find another guy. They just look through your top 10. And if you can't get nobody from America, you got Pulev. Go get him. Face Pulev. Man, I don't even give a fuck about that fight. I don't even care. How Otto gonna go mark? You joking again. Yeah, that's a cherry pick though. That's a cherry pick fight. Nobody want to see that shit. So what? Fury just turned off the he just turned off the boxing public from it. He's so stupid. Ain't nobody gonna watch you fight some auto guy. Nobody give a fuck about it. ESPN's about to lose their ratings. You just turned me off. Charles Martin was gonna be good. I was gonna watch it on ESPN Plus or whatever they were gonna have it on. Yeah, I was gonna watch that fight. Now I'm not watching shit. Fuck Fury. We don't care. We don't care about you, Fury. You just made yourself irrelevant. Otto. Who the fuck is that? Nobody gonna pay to watch you face some dud. It's not like you never been world champion before or something. You ain't Gervonta Davis, I can tell you that. Gervonta Davis could fight a cab driver. Canelo could fight a cab driver. You can't fight a cab driver. Ain't nobody watching you. You're done already boring. Your style is boring. I'm just being funny here. Guys, I'm just joking. I don't think his style is boring. He's sloppy as fuck, though. Your style is boring. I'm going to continue saying what I'm saying. You think people are going to watch Tyson Fury? What, he trying to knock out another guy to say something? You're going to be boring. Nobody care about you that much. At least Schwartz was undefeated. What the hell? I don't even know why we watched the Schwartz fight to start with. Oh man, this is so funny. Oh my god. The stupidness in boxing. Ain't nobody gonna watch that. I ain't watching it. Sorry. Y'all can go watch it. I'm not watching that shit. Tyson Fury facing another no-namer. Fury and Aram is the cancer of the heavyweight division. Aram. Aram's the one putting these whack matchups together. Hey, you know what? You remember, what was it? Lomachenko versus, what was it? Corolla? I can't remember. That was a fucking whack fight. A whack ass fight. You know, at least Loma's still facing somebody who's very much inferior to him. He's not even a world champion. You know, this is the kinds of shit fights that we have to watch, courtesy of Top Rank. They got names, but they putting on shit fights. Period. At least Corolla was a replacement. You know? Corolla's at least a name. Now we hearing Terrence Crawford is going to be facing Kavalioskis or some kind of stupid name like that. And now Tyson Fury. Top Rank, you're on a roll. You're trolling us, Top Rank. What kind of whack ass fights are they putting on, man? Those are whack fights. Period. Like, nobody want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Top Rank got the best fighters in the world, apparently. Terrence Crawford's pound for pound number one. Tyson Fury is the number one heavyweight in the division. This is how they advertise them. And they're facing, shall I say it, Nobody. Nobody we care about. They're facing people no one has ever heard of before. And no one cares about these dudes. Like, not at all. They're like, who's this guy? How does Bob Arum pull this shit off? It's the worst ever. Oh my God. These Eastern European fighters, I mean, there are great So there are some really good Eastern European fighters, don't get me wrong. But oh my God, you're going to present me with Kavalioskis and whatever this guy, what do you say, Otto? Maybe you put a C in front of it, you get Miguel Cotto. He could be facing Miguel Cotto. I mean, come on. No, man, this is getting ridiculous now, man. It's getting ridiculous. First, Canelo didn't want to face Demetrius Andrade, or at least it's appeared that way. Goldenboy with their brilliant ideas. I got him stripped of the IBF title. and now, as if that's not enough, Triple G, who ducked Derevyanchenko forever, gave up the IBF belt. Looks like he's going to face Derevyanchenko finally for the IBF belt. Man, this is hilarious. I'm not going to lie. My eyes are, see, I got tears coming from my eyes. It's so funny. I mean, I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. You know? And then, you know, you got, what's this guy's name? Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's talking up a chatter about Deontay Wilder and blah, 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 blah. And then you pick Otto, of all people. You pick Miguel Cotto? Come on, man. Get a named fighter, man. You said you wanted somebody named and recognized in the United States of America, and that's the best you got? Jackson the Hopeful says, Tyson Fury's next opponent, Oscar Valdez, 177 pound catchweight. Tyson Fury is not going to make that, though. He's not going to make 177 pounds. You know that. You know Oscar Valdez will beat him. Jackson the Hopeful says, Fury's still on coke, apparently. Ozzy Moon. Ozzy Moon, shout out to you, Ozzy Moon. Hey man, it's happy hour right now. Oh man, we're being entertained by clowns, man. Canelo is the best and don't need those straps to sell fights. Shout out to you, Ozzy Moon. Don't forget to hit that like button. Oh my God. You guys are talking all kinds of crap. Oscar Valdez also talked Shakur Stevenson and moved up to 130 today. Oh my God. Hey, this is funny, man. Talk about funny stuff today. Oh, man. Ah. Oh, Shakur Stevenson was his mandatory? Okay. Man. Woo. I got a good laugh. I gotta tell you, man. I gotta tell you guys that shout out to each and every one of you guys. But I gotta tell you guys, man, it's just ridiculous. Some of the things are just ridiculous. You know, it's just ridiculous. I hope that Tyson Fury could get a better opponent. If you can't get Jarrell Miller, if you can't get Charles Martin, get somebody. Get somebody. Get somebody. There's always, let me tell you, there's somebody in that. There's what's his name? He's a boxer type and he's pretty tall. I'm trying to remember what his name is. It'll come to me. Deontay Wilder faced him. Knocked him out in the first round though. Even a Gerald Washington. Gerald Washington ain't facing nobody right now. Get a fight with Gerald Washington. You think so? I think Manustin beats him though. I think he's too quick for Tyson Fury. He'll have to sniff more coke to get up to speed with Manustin. He's so small. He's like 5'2". Tyson Fury can't swing that low. He might be able to punch Tyson Fury in the balls. Fight stopped because Tyson Fury got hit in the rocks. Fury could face Kawanaki after Areola if he wins. First of all, yeah, he got to beat Areola. That's not going to be easy. Ariel's going to bring it. So let's see if Kawanaki can beat Areola. That would be the question. That's tomorrow. Brian Rose lost to Crowler. Yeah. He lost her today. So, what was that? Yeah, man. All right, so that's what I wanted to just talk to you guys about. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about it. Yeah, so Pacquiao wants that smoke, man. Pacquiao wants that smoke. Looks like he's going to face the Errol Porter winner. It could be Porter he could be facing, to be honest with you. We all have to see. But Pacquiao wants that smoke. I know if Manny Pacquiao beats the winner of Sean Porter and Errol Spence, he's definitely, he already is the number one welterweight in the division, but and the number one pound for pound fighter in my book. But he's going to definitely seal it off as the number one welterweight in the division. And the only thing he'd have to do is face Terrence Crawford to become undisputed, which would be fucking crazy. I don't think Pacquiao's ever been undisputed, so I would love to see that. And I'm pretty sure he can pull Floyd out. I don't care what Floyd say. Floyd will come out of retirement to face him. He definitely would. If Pacquiao clean out the division, shit, Floyd gonna face him. Floyd will face him. And I don't pass it by Pacquiao to win against the winner of Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. The winner of Errol Spence, Sean Porter. I don't pass it by. People talk about Pacquiao's gas and whatever, and Thurman should have done this and done that. Listen, man, it's not the same getting into the ring with Pacquiao. And Pacquiao got a lot of experience, so y'all really think that Pacquiao's this joke just because Floyd beat him so easy. He's not a joke. It make Jeff Horn's win look great though, but I always feel like, you know, Pacquiao went into Australia and he went in happy as usual. And that's why he lost. He underestimated Jeff Horn. I think he underestimated Jeff Horn. I think that's the truth. Spence is so strong. What did it have to do with anything? Keith Thurman's strong. I know Spence is stronger than Keith, but Keith Thurman's a strong guy. Yeah, Spence might be able to break him down to the body. if he could get a clean punch on him. He'll more catch him over the top. That's not the problem. Pacquiao's quick. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Errol Spence is fast, but he ain't quick like Pacquiao. I know that for a fact. Pacquiao's very, very quick. And Spence need to move his damn head more. You know, Pacquiao's very, very quick. He's quicker than all them guys except for Sean Porter. Porter's going to use his speed and quickness on Spence as well. Porter's going to be a hell to handle for Spence. And if Porter's a hell to handle for Spence, you better believe your ass Pacquiao going to be a hell to handle for Spence too. And for Terrence Crawford. Y'all making it sound like Terrence Crawford going to do something to Pacquiao. He ain't doing shit to Pacquiao. Y'all got to understand, Pacquiao a different kind of beast. A lot of people underestimate Pacquiao. Pacquiao is not somebody to underestimate. Floyd and they studied that dude for years. That's how they were able to beat. I know Ozzy Moon. They sleeping on Porter. Porter's not a guy to sleep on. Porter's not a guy. He don't sleep on Porter. That's what I'm trying to say. They doing as if Errol and Terrence Crawford going to just beat all these welterweights. Errol talking. You see if he can back up his shit. I don't think he can. Just like that. It ain't going to be no easy fight. It ain't going to be easier than Mikey Garcia. Fuck no. Fuck no. He's doing as if Sean Porter is this small guy. He's not no small guy. He shrink down to 147. He's not small. Spence will probably counter Manny if they face. Go ahead and use that pivot. You go ahead and keep it moving. On Pacquiao, you got to keep it moving. You get to the inside, you try to bully him on the inside. He's not stronger than you on the inside. But it's to get him on the inside. It's not as easy. I remember Pacquiao be giving you back shots, shot for shot. He's going to give you back shots. He's not going to stay there and take punches. Spence going to have to lock up Pacquiao to stop the combinations from flowing. Try to get him out of his rhythm. What Floyd did, people don't understand. What Floyd did to Pacquiao, it ain't easy to duplicate just like that. It ain't easy to duplicate. Pacquiao's a very difficult guy to fight. He's very difficult to fight. And he's small, so he's quick and he's small. Yeah, I say Pacquiao got better. He didn't get worse. His footwork's more precise. And he boxes pretty good. And he's tough. Spence won that Pacquiao fight. Pacquiao don't give a fuck who he face. You got a belt, I'm gonna come at you. He started off with Keith Thurman. That's just a warm-up. Y'all sleeping on Pacquiao. Y'all are sleeping on Pacquiao, I'm telling you. Manny Pacquiao ain't no joke. He's an old guy, so he ain't got much more fights left in him. That's for sure. That motherfucker, the day after Pacquiao faced Keith Thurman, he was doing sprints on a basketball court. The next fucking day. Don't sleep on that man. This motherfucker is sick. I mean, he just keeps it going. I was listening to the interview. Pacquiao dealt with Mayweather and boxing. Then he dealt with basketball. Then he dealt with what was happening in the center. This motherfucker dealing with everything. And he's sharp as a tack. I'm telling you, he needs the rest in between boxing matches. Longer rest than usual. So he can be fresh for the next fight. But that guy is not easy. Yeah, man. It's going to be an ugly fight, though. Yeah, Porter versus Spence is going to be ugly. Pacquiao has good footwork, for sure. Pacquiao doesn't win fights by going on the back foot, so Spence will have to push him back. No! He sets a trap for you. You can't just walk down Pacquiao. Pacquiao's a tricky little son of a bitch, man. When you think you're pushing him back, he just waiting for the perfect moment to counter your ass, and then he comes in waves after that. Ask Floyd Mayweather. You will have better success with Pacquiao if he's walking you down. Then you could have opportunities to counterpunch him. Especially if you can get him into a false hope and he goes in for the kill. That's how you can get him. You're not just gonna get Pacquiao just like that. And he's strong for a little guy like that. He ain't stronger than them other welterweights. He's not even stronger than Keith Thurman, but he's strong though. Some athletes age overnight. That's what you're praying for? Pacquiao to age overnight? Good luck on that. I could see Pacquiao taking a year off. He's not gonna take a whole year. He's gonna fight next year, 2020. Marcus Robinson, he sucked. He's scared to fight the number one contender. Who is that now? Who are we talking about? Marcus Robinson, shout out to you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Who sucks? Canelo. Canelo? Oh, you mean the IBF? Come on, man. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Canelo ain't afraid of shit. He facing Demetrius Andrade right now. That's the guy he should be afraid of. Derevyanchenko, he didn't give a fuck about Derevyanchenko. He was trying to make the deal with Derevyanchenko. It fell through. Gennady Golovkin's going to be facing Derevyanchenko. But Demetrius Andrade, now that's a motherfucker that's dangerous. That's a dangerous motherfucker. And guess what? Canelo won that smoke finally. But I feel it's Goldenboy that was keeping him doing all these whack arrangements, trying to make things with Sergey Kovalev and all this shit. Canelo probably just wanted to have a fight with Demetrius Andrade. Looking at the fan response. Because that was just the logical conclusion to get him all the belts. You know? Canelo don't need the belts, but he was going to make history becoming the first undisputed Mexican middleweight champion of the world. He was going to make fucking history, and fucking Goldenboy fucked him up. That's what I feel. But I don't want to get mad at Goldenboy too much. You know, it works out well, because now GGG got the belt, so now Canelo have a reason to face GGG. But Goldenboy fucked over Canelo twice now. The time when he had the WBC title after he faced Miguel Cotto, they were trying to make negotiations with Triple G. Time elapsed and the WBC stripped his ass. All right, that's the first time. Now, the same shit happened now where fucking Goldenboy be focused on all kinds of shit except what he was supposed to be focused on, which is either Derevyanchenko or Demetrius Andrade. But Canelo could have had that IBF belt, could have been facing the voluntary. The voluntary could have been Demetrius fucking Andrade, and that would have been that. All right? He didn't have to get no lost IBF belt. But because of that, Canelo said to Gennady Golovkin, get a belt. But here, Gennady Golovkin gets to get a belt against Derevyanchenko, who beat him in the amateur. So let's see Golovkin face Derevyanchenko, which he had been ducking for the longest while to get better fights, right? Well, now it's his chance to go face Derevyanchenko finally. Okay? Get a belt. And Canelo, he's still going to face Demetrius Andrade and get that WBO strap. So now you have the WBO, WBA, and WBC. Okay? And technically speaking, he would be motherfucking undisputed champion of the world because he had gotten all 4 belts. Even though he got stripped of 1, he would have all 4 belts. So he would have been undisputed champion. I'm going to call him undisputed champion. And then I'll say, next year when he faced Triple G, which he will do because he don't like Triple G and want to get that IBF belt, they will actually be fighting for the undisputed championship officially. But unofficially, Canelo will be undisputed champion if he beats Demetrius Andrade. If he beats Demetrius Andrade. It's a good fight. Demetrius Andrade could win that. But I know Canelo wants to smoke. Canelo's never ducked smoke. He's never ducked or dodged anyone in boxing. So I'm glad if Canelo faces Demetrius Andrade, Canelo is the dude. All right? I want to hear nothing else. And don't tell me you had to face Jermell Charlo at middleweight. Because you don't have to face Jermell Charlo at middleweight. Y'all motherfuckers trying to push this Charlo shit. Fuck Charlo. Y'all, Charlo got a belt after Demetrius Andrade, but he needed to face. Okay, he was his mandatory. True. But who did Canelo face, though? He faced Danny Jacobs. Okay, so Canelo got the belt in last year. Okay? He got a belt last year. All right? Jermall Charlo became his mandatory. It was Triple G's mandatory, now it became Canelo's mandatory, right? All right. Canelo then fought Rocky Fielding, who I didn't give a fuck about, but hey, he did it. But it was set up to face Danny Jacobs. Now, you tell me, should Canelo have faced Jermall Charlo or should he have faced decorated Danny Jacobs? Just imagine, if Canelo faced Jermall Charlo and said he's ducking Danny Jacobs. If he faced Danny Jacobs, he'll say he's ducking Jermall Charlo. You understand what I'm saying? So, which was it? You know, obviously Danny Jacobs, the more experienced fighter, the guy that being at middleweight all the time. And I thought And Jamal Charlo showed that he wasn't ready for Canelo anyway. But I'm sure he would have taken the fight if Canelo offered it. But I'm just saying, no excuses. Danny Jacob a better fighter than Jamal Charlo, in my opinion. But hey, if people don't think that if people think Danny Jacobs is not a better fighter than Jamal Charlo, put them together and let's see. Let's see if Jamal Charlo could beat Danny Jacobs. I bet you. I bet you. Jamal Charlo gonna learn a lot of stuff about boxing. Because Danny Jacobs ain't a guy to fuck around with. Okay? He's not a guy to fuck around with. So, you know, Jamal Charlo, the young pup, trying to take out the veteran. Let's see what happens. Make it happen. Make it happen. That's the nice thing about the middleweight division. It's stacked. Right. So Marcus is saying Jamal Charlo is afraid to face Derevyanchenko. Like, you. So, let me get it straight. Danny Jacob beat Derevyanchenko, by the way. Canelo faced Cotto, Triple G, and Danny Jacobs, but he afraid to face Derevyanchenko. Like, really. That's why I couldn't understand why Canelo wasn't going to face Demetrius Andre. He was going everywhere but face to face it. I don't understand it. You face, the top tier middleweights in the division. Why would you be afraid to face Demetrius Andre? Fucking Goldenboy was fucking around with Canelo. That's what's happening. Anyway, Marcus Robinson. What about Charlo? What about Charlo? Edwin Valero would beat Manny in 2008. Ooh, that's a good one. Edwin Valero, boy, he could have boxed too. He could put his combinations together and get people out of there, and he hit like a mule. That would have been a hell of a fight to see. Manny Pacquiao versus Edwin Valero. That would have been a hell of a fight. I can't say no. Edwin Valero had a 100% knockout ratio, and he was undefeated when he died. He was a killer. He killed his wife and he killed himself, literally. Charlo should get Jacobs. Yes, sir. Jackson, the hopeful, hasn't faced nobody. But Canelo should face Andre. That's what I think. I mean, that's the fight. Jackson, the hopeful, says best person Jamal Charlo faced was an out-of-shape Trout who he went life and death with. Austin Trout, yeah. Yep. Austin Trout was a good opponent. He also faced Vanes Martirosyan. Didn't he? Faced Vanes Martirosyan. And an old Cornelius Bundrich. Canelo will beat the heck out of everybody. Angel Talavera. Hell yeah. You know that. Canelo's that dude. Don't forget to smash that like button, people. Jackson the hopeful. Angel Talavera. Why don't... Oh, shit. You retracted your message. Yeah, people, man. Y'all guys coming through all the time. I'm so tired. I'm tired as hell. It's 10:15 in the night where I live. Atlantic Standard Time. I gotta get me some sleep, people. So, I'm shutting it down. You guys have a good one. I'm telling you, man, Pacquiao ain't no joke. Pacquiao's not a joke. Pacquiao plans to take the MPL, which is basketball league, and make it international. Pacquiao doing all kinds of stuff. He's singing, he's doing movies, he's a senator, and playing basketball, and he box. And he do all of them good. This guy is crazy, man. He's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Pacquiao's one of a kind. All right, guys, and he's only 5'4"? Manny Pacquiao was short, ladies and gentlemen. This guy, man, I gotta hand it to him. I think he's approaching the best Filipino boxer ever. It used to be, I forgot what his name is. But now, it looks like Pacquiao gonna beat him. He gonna pass him. If he faces the winner of Errol Spence, Sean Porter, yeah, and beats that person, Yeah, y'all gonna have to call him the greatest boxer of all time. But you're gonna have to get a different moniker for it. You'll have to get a different moniker for it. And the funny thing is, he wouldn't even have to face Terrence Crawford. Take off Bob Arum a little bit more. Oh man. Ooh-wee. Oh. All right. So yeah, man, peoples. I'm out of here. You guys have a good one. It was nice talking with you guys. Don't forget, I'm gonna try and get you guys to subscribe to this channel. Let me give some shout outs here. Shout out to the following people: Angel Talavera, Jackson the Hopeful, Marcus Robinson, Ozzy Moon, some other people, Beefing Boss. Shout out to Beefing Boss. Afro American Thoughts. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Fernando Montero. Shout out to Fernando Montero. And then shout out to, I don't see him right now, but he's somewhere around. Forgot what his name is. And a shout out to Tommy Temper and Get This Smoke. For all you guys out there, we're going to try and keep it updated as much as possible. Let's watch out for that Marcus Brown versus, what's his name? Damn, I forgot his name now. The Haitian dude that lives in Canada, as well as Chris Arreola versus Nawaki. Oh, those two fights are going to be good. They also got a woman's card on there. So look out for all of that, folks. I'm out. I need to sleep. I don't know about you guys, but I need my rest. Have a good one.